What's up, y'all? We're gonna take a look at Phil's, I think this is his last streaming day of the week or something. And man, is he pressing hard on that $450, even though he said he wasn't gonna. He's mentioned it several times. We get some crash outs in the video, some funny stuff at the end, so stick around and yeah, let's get into it.
Oh, I'm cool toned as F, so wearing red is like the worst fashion choice I can make. That's right, because I'm white. I'm not allowed to wear red. Well, I'm taking red back, bitch. I'll wear what I want. You'll like it, and you'll cry about it if you don't. I don't give a shit. I'll wear whatever the heck I think looks good, and I think this...
He came on stream like 10 minutes before this. Him and Kat must have had a great morning together. They probably didn't fight at all.
This looks great, so kiss my ass. My toned AF white ass. Wimpy people, I swear, man. These fucking people on the internet.
Wimpy people, Phil. Wimpy people? Where did that come from? Out of all the chats you could have read between YouTube and Kick, you decide to read the toxic ones and get all mad about it. It's always a battle for domination. Now, surely DSP's not going to read the follow-up questions to it, right? I mean, he said what he needed to say, right?
It brings it out more when it's warm in my office. You're a bit flush. I'm a bit flush. The hilarious part about when people say this dumb shit, okay? You realize I'm surrounded right now by colored lights.
Phil has blue light in the background, and his face is bright red. It could mean multiple things. I'm not going to accuse Phil of anything. I've grown up with people in my life that have suffered from alcoholism, for example. This is just a random example. It has nothing to do with Phil. And their face was always flush red, or their neck was flush red, right? Like parts of their neck, not the whole thing. The color of Phil's skin doesn't even match the tone in his office, right? I've got a yellow light in this room, and it shows. I've got like a orange yellow hue on my face right now. So it matches the tone of the light in the room. The color of Phil's face is a completely different color than the room around him. Was Phil embarrassed from the shirt comment? Is that why his face is red? Who knows? We can only guess, right? Let's see what he's gonna say though.
Do you see them? Are you blind? Maybe you are. If you're blind, I'll give you a pass.
If you look at those circles around his eyes, it's more closer to the color of his skin than the rest of his face. So why are your eyes a different color than the rest of your face, Phil? That's what he means by your face looks flush.
But if you're not blind and you watch my streams with your eyes open, I must call your attention to the fact that I am literally through 360 degrees around me, surrounded by lights. They're all constantly shining on my body. My skin does not actually look like this outside of this room. But...
well, thank you for holding up your arms and showing us that the color of your arms are completely different than the color of your face. So you're proving the guy right.
people apparently don't understand that lights make your skin look different. They just don't. They're weird people. Really bizarre people. I just don't.
Like, this whole thing doesn't even matter, right? I wouldn't even include this in the video. But he's so defensive about every single thing, and everything gets to him. And he always has to make up an excuse when somebody brings in... He always has to make up an excuse when somebody brings something up and tell them why it's not what they think. And tell them that their opinion's wrong, and list off some reasons why that they're wrong. Oh, well, there's lights in my room that are making my skin a different color, idiot.
All right, let's just get this out of the way because we have a lot of stuff to talk about with my schedule, gaming, and everything. Let's talk about contributions and where we are, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, this week overall was a great week.
It was a short week. This is day 5 and it's the end of my week already, okay? But we completed Mafia, right? Death Stranding 2 is done. We're at the very tail end of the playthrough of Donkey Kong Bonanza, which is great. So we're going to be moving on to all new stuff. We had great, overly supported streams.
Like, we had streams where we hit multiple goals.
So thank your audience, and let's move on. We don't need to talk about money all day. I mean, this is a Dark Side Phil stream, so we're going to talk about money all day. But let's just move on.
At the flip side of that, we had streams where we would come close to hitting a goal and we didn't. So it kind of evened out, to be honest. When you have one stream where you're hitting 2-3 goals, but then you have a stream where you don't hit the goal by a narrow margin, that's why we didn't hit 10 goals this week.
But this is all your fault, right? This is all Phil's fault because he set his goals up in such a way that he'll make $120 on this stream and then make $220 on this stream. So he won't hit the first goal on one stream and he won't hit the second goal on the other, but he's made enough that if you combined them, he would have technically hit the 3 goals between those 2 streams within the same day or within 1 day apart, right? So it's almost predatory to have a goal system like this and then come back to your audience and be like, well, it evened out because you guys gave me enough money to hit this goal, but you didn't give me enough money to hit this goal. So then the next stream, it went back to 0. So none of your money counted if you gave me more than a goal, but we didn't hit a second one, right? And normally it wouldn't be such a big deal, but literally this guy's streams revolve around hitting the goals. Instead of just like making enough money to be comfortable, it's about hitting the goals. And when you don't hit the goals, it's a bad stream. I mean, not always, but he makes it seem so.
We actually started this week at 14 goals. Did you know that? We started at 14. So the thing is, 3 streams we did great where we went over the top levels of support, but then several streams we came up just short. So because of that, we're still stuck at 17 out of 20 goals.
Your fault.
Notably yesterday, conclusion of Mafia, the old country, $120. Oh, we're so close to the goal, right? Donkey Kong, I'm not expecting to hit goals, to be honest with everyone. Donkey Kong is already a played out game that no one is really talking about anymore. And I have like 1 to 2 streams left to beat it. I can't wait to beat it. But the thing is, it just lingers on and never ends. Last night's stream, oh my God. Last night's stream was like, what is going on with this game? It is boring as hell.
Interestingly enough, every time this guy talks about Donkey Kong, he hates it. He hates the game. He hated Donkey Kong on N64, Donkey Kong Country. And then earlier on this stream, Snow shows up and he's like, hey, so everything's different now. I can play games that I want and I don't have to play a game just because I bought it. You know, if I buy a game, I don't have to complete it. I can just kind of play whatever I want, whatever works. But here we are talking about Donkey Kong and how we have to beat it. But it's such a slog to get through. Like, just drop the game. You drop other games. But now we're going to make a big deal about Donkey Kong and talk about the goals for Donkey Kong.
You're in Food World. Guess what you do in Food World? Just take a wild guess what you do in Food World of Donkey Kong Bonanza. You fucking smash things to get bananas and items. Wow.
Again, the guy clearly hates Donkey Kong. Here he is playing it, and he's miserable.
Never would have guessed. I've only played this game 25 hours.
Completing the main story of Donkey Kong Bonanza typically takes about 14 to 20 hours, and we're on 25 hours. Not that it matters. I was just curious. Because, you know, Phil always says, it takes me longer to beat things than other people because I'm an interactive streamer. I mean, we all saw the Donkey Kong game journalist memes.
Stuff next week, new games and everything, right? But we haven't hit any goals. Seriously, like every other stream, it's like we hit a goal, we don't hit a goal. We hit a goal, we don't hit a goal. That's why we're at 17 out of 20. All right? Sucks. I wanted to do DSP Tries It, the adult McDonald Land Happy Meal. I was going to get both versions of it so we could get 2 of these adult collectible toy things. And I was
Dude, why does it matter? You know what's funny about this? When they did the first Happy Meal or something, I don't know how long ago it was. It was less than a year, but maybe around a year. DSP would talk about getting the Happy Meals from McDonald's, and he's like, I don't care about the toys from McDonald's. And here he is, then you get the Minecraft one, and finds out it's actually worth a little bit of money, and now he's like, I really wanted to get those McDonald Land collectibles, which is probably why he wants to do this so bad, because he thinks that if he hangs on to these little collectibles, they'll be worth something someday. He's like, money, money, money. But literally months ago, this guy was like, the McDonald's Happy Meal toys, and like would always shit on them and just be like, yeah, I don't care about them. I don't even want them. Now it's a big selling point for him wanting to get it.
going to try the snack wraps at McDonald's at the same time. So it was going to be like a double DSP Tries It. And now we're not doing it. All right. Unless, I mean, there's one way that we can hit the goal. If we get 3 goals on this stream, by the end of this stream of the podcast and Sweet Coden 2 HD, we would need to raise $450 to do DSP Tries It.
Why are you staring at me? Oh, here we go.
I wonder if it's realistic to expect that my audience that comes out for JRPGs, which is already smaller than my regular mainstream audience, would support this stream and give me $450 of support just to see if we're going to do DSP Tries It today. No. The answer is no. That's not going to happen. It would be an insane ridiculous, out of left field, Hail Mary thing, and I'm not expecting it, nor am I asking for it. You're not going to.
I'm not asking for it, but let me just bring it up, guys. If we hit 4 goals today and raised $450, I'll do it. But I'm not asking for it, nor am I expecting it, unless, right? That's what we're getting here. Unless, and you know, the funny thing is, ironically, after this, someone named Chef Damarsky or Damaski, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention to the name much. Never heard of them. Maybe they've been in chat before. Maybe they've super chatted before. Gave this guy $100 out of nowhere. Could be Iron Chef Sakai. You know, Chef, no questions asked this time about who he is. Are you Iron Chef Sakai? We didn't get that one today.
Hear me on this stream being like, give me $450. I'm not stupid. Okay? I'm not. So.
It is what it is. Obviously, I am trying to get 1 goal a stream. We didn't hit the goal when we played Sweet Code N2 on Tuesday, but we were close. We were over $120. So, if we hit it today, we will get to 18 out of 20.
So here we are talking about, oh, you know, we didn't hit the goal. We didn't hit the $150 goal on Suikoden 2. We only hit 120. But remember that one time that Phil just changed the rules and was like, we were so close to the goal, I'm rolling it over to the night stream. And then started the night stream with like $140 or something like that. He could have done it here if he really appreciated his audience and like they almost got him to the goal. But the, you know, the 1-2 people who always give him that extra boost of money, they always give him the $50 or like the chunk of money that gets him to the goal. They didn't show up. So the rest of y'all could suck ball.
On Thursday night fights, hopefully we can hit a goal for that. Then we'll be at 19 out of 20. And that would put us in position to do DSP Tries It when I return on Sunday.
So we're not expecting the 450. Let's not even bring it up, right? Blah, 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 blah.
Okay. So, can we hit a goal today on this stream? If we can at least hit 1 goal, then we'll be on pace to do DSP Tries It for Sunday. Okay? Again, I'm not going to sit here and be like, hey, let's hit 450. If you...
Unless... Dude, like, you're bringing it up again. You're bringing it up again. The beggar mentality. I'm not going to bring it up on the stream anymore, but if we do hit $450...
And I'm not expecting it, nor am I asking for it. You're not going to hear me on this stream being like, give me $450. I'm not stupid. Okay? I'm not. So, you want to support this stream in a big way, and you want to drop a big bomb, a big tip, a bunch of subs, would appreciate it. Obviously, I'm going to shout it out. And yeah, I'm sure people would love it if we actually, by surprise, do DSP Tries It today of these adult Happy Meals at McDonald's. But it's not something that I'm going to be asking for. It's ridiculous. $450 during a JRPG stream is like unheard of, okay?
You shouldn't even be asking for the amount for a goal. It's a goal. Like, nobody should be obligated to give you money to stream. Your business is, let's hit goals, guys. And berating your audience when you don't hit them. It's a goal, not a requirement. It's a goal, not a requirement. It's a goal.
So it is what it is. All right. So there you go. I talked about it. Let's get some support. Let's get that rolling for today. Let's at least, at the very least, try to hit 1 goal and we'll go from there. But you're not going to hear me, freak out or anything. All right. Cool.
Shouldn't hear you freak out in the first place, Phil. This guy just always comes full circle. Oh, making more money. Kino Casino arc, making more money. Here we go. Up, up, up. We reach the top with Kino Casino. Up, up, down, down, down. No more money. Oh, I need $450. I don't know. This whole thing is so stupid.
Sidious, if you say another toxic thing in the chat, I will remove you because I've had it. This week you've been pretty toxic, and you just said another ridiculously toxic thing, and I've had enough. Enough of your little snips and trying to take jabs. Nobody cares.
That's so crazy because I say the same thing about YouTube to you. But what did Sidious say? Let's take a look. Sidious said, have you ever considered ditching the kitty RGB lights and having a professional 3-light setup that a lot of YouTubers use? Clean and contrasty. Maybe to start 2026 off with a more mature look. So toxic. I mean, it is a little bit. But, like, this is a DSP stream. Everything's toxic here.
Nobody cares that you have a stick up your ass about me. So shut the fuck up about it. Keep it to yourself. I don't want to see it again. I'm pretty much done with you because you're really pissing me off. Every day I look at the chat and he's saying something a little, oh, this sucks. Oh, this sucks. You suck. This sucks. Dude, shut the fuck up. It ain't your stream. Okay.
Yeah, get out of here, Sidious. You don't even tip, loser. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This is such a great podcast. Look at this.
Just I know what.
I'm skipping forward
Already. Let's see.
I'm literally skipping forward like 5 seconds, 10 seconds at a time. What the hell is going on?
Schlitz?
Dude, this is a DSP podcast. You could have all these topics lined up every day, right? They just dropped like a 15-minute Resident Evil gameplay trailer today or yesterday or something that he didn't watch. He watched the short, like, 2-minute one, I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, forgive me, but I'm pretty sure he didn't. There you go. There's some space. There's a void to fill. Dude, you could be, like, just copying articles from these outlets, IGN, PC Gamer, PC Magazine, and just talking about something, right? You could just at least do half-assed research that somebody's already done for you, and I'm, like, not condoning it, but, like, it's better than this. It's better than just, like, sitting here doing nothing. We're looking down. We're reading chat. We're looking down. Oh, we're saying something. We're looking down. We're reading chat. We're looking down. Oh, we're saying something. Like, that's what we're getting in this podcast, it seems like. Unless, like, the 5 seconds that I'm skipping forward every, like, second or two, catching the wrong moments. It's out of context, right? Because everything's out of context, it seems, these days.
A $1.23 tip about, will I do cologne reviews? No. No, and that's your fault, not mine. I was going to do them. Everyone made fun of it, said it was the worst idea ever, so now you will literally never get it because you couldn't keep your mouth shut.
Thank you. Thank you for all those people who complained. We really appreciate you over here at Meaningful Content because, one, we didn't want to see the cologne reviews. 2, we get better Crashouts now that we don't get the cologne reviews. 3, nobody wants to watch this gamer who looks like he has bad hygiene. I'm not saying he does. He looks like he has bad hygiene. Do a cologne review. We know DSP at this point over here. Like, he talks about his life a lot. He's not the most outgoing social person. He doesn't go out in public. So how do we know if his cologne reviews are any good when there aren't other people out there that compliment him besides his wife? I don't know. That didn't really make sense, but I'm probably going to leave it in the video. Just whatever. I actually thought it was over. But like I said about the cologne Crashouts.
So I hope you keep kicking yourself every day that you'll never get a cologne review from me because you had to be, you know, brats on the internet like
ear
that.
to ear
Not
smile
everyone,
at
but
me
you know
right
who
now.
you are, the people who are morons.
You know, the morons, because he only listens to the morons, apparently.
So now here's the best part, right? What am I doing? I'm listening to your feedback. I'm directly getting input from you for a DSP Tries It. So now I'll do this DSP Tries It, and guess what? These morons will say, that's the worst DSP Tries It he ever did. What an awful idea. What a terrible DSP Tries It. But I listened directly to what people say.
Dude, did you watch my video from yesterday? The video I put out yesterday was something about DSP Tries It, so maybe he's all upset. Who knows? I mean, who knows?
Because what happens is they move the goalpost. Oh, well, that's not good, but I did exactly what you wanted. No, it's still not good.
It kind of sounds like you. Don't you move the goalpost for everything? Oh, we hit the first goal, guys. Can we get a second one? Let's move the goalpost. Oh, we hit 2 goals tonight. We're in prime position to hit a 3rd goal. It's kind of like you with finances. Nothing's ever good enough. The goalpost always gets moved once you hit the first one. But then if you ever complained about it, he'd be like, does Walmart just shut down after they make $1,000 for the day? You know, he'd give you some corny excuse as to why he's a business and deserves to just make unlimited amounts of money or something. Intriguing stuff. You know, I think we see that mug that he drinks from more than we actually see words come out of his mouth sometimes on the podcast.
Okay, by the way, we're $5 away from hitting our first goal. Can we do that right now?
Wait. Is he going to bring up DSP Tries It today or the 450 that he said he wouldn't bring up again? Does he have enough self-control to not bring it up? Let's find out.
So for the record, I talked about this at the beginning of the podcast, but many of you didn't hear it because the stream went down, okay? The only way we can do DSP Tries It today is if I raise $450 on this stream. I don't think that's happening. But we have a crazy head start. With $5,
Dude.
we already hit our first goal of the stream. Could we possibly hit $450 by the end and actually do the McDonald Land meals from McDonald's plus snack wraps? I don't think so. I don't think it's happening, but never say never. We already have almost hit
Unless, dude, like, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
one goal and at the end of the podcast here. So if we get one or two more really generous people, it could happen, but I just don't think it's going to. Okay? So if we hit...
Notice how lately it's never been like a collective thing. It's always been, if we have one or two generous people out there,
3 goals by the end of this stream and hit 20 goals, we will do DSP Tries It, but I'm not thinking it's going to happen. I'm not going to talk about it the whole stream either. Okay?
oh, so now we're going, I'm not going to bring it up again. I'm pretty sure it was something around what he said to, I'm not going to talk about it the whole stream. But all you talk about is money the entire stream, which is what we're talking about right now. So we asked Strangely Lex why she thinks DSP needs the $450, and this is what she said.
Mobile games on your phone, fucking loser.
Okay, we didn't actually ask her that. It just, shout out to that being said. That was a clip from them on Twitter. Listen, I know a lot of you are like, well, that's what Phil does. He talks about money. He tries to get money for the games he's playing, blah, blah, blah. Well, this is from last night. This is when he started playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. We talked about how Phil just wants the game to be over with. Because as soon as he's done with the game, we can get the review where he just completely trashes it and he hates it. And talks about how you just smash things all the time and there's no real interest in the game. It's a collectathon. Yeah, we've heard it all. He opened the stream last night with this zinger.
If you're here and you're enjoying yourselves, please support the stream. If you don't care about Donkey Kong, but you're here, please support anyway. I want to do DSP Tries It tomorrow, but we have to hit 2 goals tonight, or 1 goal tonight and 2 goals tomorrow to make it happen. Now, there's some good people here tonight that are generous, and I know that for a fact. If you could contribute tonight, please do. Let's all collectively work together and hit these goals so we could end the week with a fun DSP Tries It tomorrow.
All right. So about what I said earlier about it not being a collective to hit the goals, he did technically say it here, but then it kind of negates itself. With before that, he was like, few generous people here. And he's always like, I'm eyeing you, Kick. And then he'll call out certain people by name. It's crazy. So as I was checking the stream earlier, I saw people were bringing up the whole Kremp thing in GTA 4, where this guy gave DSP a bunch of subs or whatever on Kick, and he was accused of being Iron Chef Sakai, one of DSP's top donators that's now banned. And people that were bringing up those gifted subs, if they were going through, got yelled at by DSP and potentially banned. Because he didn't want to talk about that. About, I don't know, probably half hour to an hour later, I don't know how long ago it was, we get this.
And we would have been at 20, but I took his stuff away because he started saying weird stuff. And he did email me and said weird stuff, and I get the feeling that he's going to charge back, all right? But as of now, he hasn't. And obviously, I would like to end the week with the DSP Tries It. So if we get to 19 goals right now, we'll just do DSP Tries It. We'll call it 20 because technically that guy did contribute during the GTA stream, all right?
Why'd you make a big deal about this earlier and threaten to ban people if they brought it up again? But now we're going to talk about it and do the DSP Tries It.
So we do need to hit 300 though. So we need 445 more bucks of support in the next 45 minutes. If we get it, all right, then I will do the DSP Tries It today. But we need someone to actually do that in the next, it has to be the next 45 minutes. Cause like I said, if we're not doing DSP Tries It today, my wife has to cook. And she has to, I have to tell her whether she's cooking or not. All right? Is anyone willing to support right now? To do some subs or a tip or a super chat and get us to the goal?
So we've dropped the $450. Now just get us to $300 today. Because we're going to count those subs that we banned that guy over. And potentially fans earlier that were in the YouTube chat asking about it. Nice job, DSP. That's the hard-headed mentality. I'll give him credit. At least he did it. I mean, it's not really credit because you're still asking for the 300. You're not just like, let's just do it. Because we all know that DSP wants it. He just wants to eat fast food today. I really wanted to end the week on DSP Tries It. If there's nothing going on tomorrow, I'll try to get another video out. I do want to react to some DSP arcs and there's been some lolcow stuff that I might dive into, like tophiachu, and we'll figure all that out. But you made it this far in the video. Appreciate you. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.